Hello hunters, and welcome to another solo leveling Arise video. In this one we will talk about the new SSR hunter, Lennart Niermann. But before we start, if you haven't supported anyone yet in the Partner Creator Plus program, consider supporting me. Currently we are at bronze rank, creator rankings 50, and 5 supporters. I appreciate everyone who supported me on this season and on the previous seasons, and especially a huge shout out to NID 9871067 for racking up support points, and also NID 1575071, NID 1298809 for more awesome points. Thank you so much for your support. I will make sure to deliver codes as soon as possible. And if you cannot support for server or region issues, don't worry. I will also be sending creator codes via Google Sheets, so just watch out for it. Alright, again, this will be my ID, Dave2024. I will also leave this in the description, so make sure to check it out if you have time. He has been added to the game earlier, and honestly I still haven't looked on his kit yet, so we'll take a look together and we'll see if it's actually the new meta, if you really need to pull for him, or we can just stick with Mirai. Alright, let's get into the codex. Actually, I have pulled him earlier. I just need, one copy of him so I could have him on the collection or on the codex. But yeah, let's look at him here, and we'll start with his skills. Alright, on the basic attacks, of course, it's the basics 1, 2, 3. The core attack is after you fill the gauge. And here, when the user uses the skill, there are enemies within 5-meter range, they immediately attack the enemy. Okay, so it's an auto lock feature, but yeah, most of the attacks here is auto aim, so that doesn't really do much. Fenrenzan. Alright. The skill names are actually pretty bit hard to pronounce, but yeah, that's it. Let's call that a spinning circle, wheel, whatever. So Lennart slashes through the enemies with a spinning ring of mana. Yeah, spinning something, right? So this is level 1 and it's already 5000% of the user's defense, but consumes a lot of mana, deals wind damage, and airborne, so a little bit of CC. Okay, so yeah, that's it. It's just a nice skill, all in all. About the second skill, the Kaiser's Rache or Rash. Sorry about that if I mispronounce it. But yeah, it's raining meteors something. Oh yeah, it's raining of mana. Yeah, to be precise. And it knocked down. So his basic skills has basic crowd control. It can knock down, and airborne or knock up is similar. Alright, then for the support skill, okay, additional crowd control for Sangjinu, no buffs. Knock Wolf. So yeah, this is the QT skill, and what does this do? Okay, just additional CC plus a little bit of damage. Now onto his ultimate, Toad's Symphony. Wow, that looks cool. Alright. What? Okay, that was so long. But yeah, the damage is just similar to his skill one. So yeah, this is just, I think, an effects something. Deals wind damage and for 7 seconds continuous damage dealt. Yeah, so yeah, this one. Yeah, this is pretty cool for consistent damage. And let's go ahead and see his passives. So in Toad's Symphony, was this the QT? Hold on. Oh, the ult. Okay. So, when Niermann ults, it activates the Hunter's Mark effect. So I think, yeah, let's just read it first. When the user uses Fenrazon or the Kaiser's Rush, so this is basic, yep, basic skills. They gain 6 instances of analysis effect. When the user uses Toad Symphony, they gain 12 instances. Okay, 6 instance per skill, basic skill, then 12 for the ultimate. The user's defense increases by 20% while the analysis effect is active. So just by using, I think, at least skill 1, right? The Hunter's Mark, this is triggered by using his ult. When the target has an active HP recovery or unrecoverable effect, the Hunter's Mark effect becomes the Hunter's Cage. So what's the Hunter's Cage? Okay, where's the Hunter's Cage? Here. Increases damage taken by 30%. Okay. But it didn't mention here on A0 though. So I'm not sure if you can activate Hunter's Cage on A0. Let's see which part it actually is added. Okay, maybe just a typo on the passive. Well, it's pretty expected on solo leveling to have bugs either on text or skills. So yeah, this is new. So basically, I think on A0 you can still trigger Hunter's Cage, but it will not have this stats. So maybe just 15% more damage from Lennart, and like duration is 20. Okay, then the analysis, it increases the damage taken from Lennart Niermann by 15%. Gains super armor and why do you need to stack? Okay. So basically you can get 12, then 12 here. How much is that? 24. You stack up until 20. So basically after you get hit by 20 times, the super armor is gone. But yeah, you can refresh it, I think, before you get to, expand all the instances. Because the cooldown should be 20 seconds, 20. So yeah, it's basically easy to maintain this. You just have to use your skills, and you should always be, super armored. Yeah, for anyone who doesn't know, super armor means you will not be interrupted when, doing skills or attacks. So this is good. So Lennart Niermann's damage won't be interrupted, so he'll have consistent damage. Then from this one, it also increases his damage. So yeah, this is like a debuff to the enemy. Plus the Hunter's Cage if the enemy has, active HP recovery or unrecoverable effect. I'm not sure if there's a wind hunter that has unrecoverable. On top of my head, Chahayin, the two versions, has the unrecoverable. I think there's also an SR. Can't remember who she is or he. But yeah, that's it. I don't think Hansemi has unrecoverable. But if she does, then yeah, this is a great for her. I mean, for Lennart. What's his name again? Niermann. Right, so moving on to A1. When the analysis effect is stacked to 20 times, it activates the defensive divination circle. Okay, you don't even need to worry about losing instances, since when you're in here, you cannot lose your stack of analysis. So basically, after just using one basic skills, one skill 1, skill 2, and ult, then you can already trigger the divination circle, and you'll be stuck with 20 instances with that for 20 seconds, while also increasing his critical damage and defense. So yeah, with just that alone, A1 should be your lowest stopping point. Then A2, when elemental damage increased by 30%. Wow, that is huge. Usually this is just 8% defense than on other hunters, but on his it has 30% damage increase, which is very massive. Alright, A3, when the user uses what is this? I think it would still, it's still his basic skills and ultimate. So when using that, it increases the duration of the attack zone that's created by don't understand that part. When the wind team members, including the user, uses their basic skill, Lennart Niermann recovers 3% of his MP and his power gauge charge by 5%. What? Okay, it would have been OP if also the team members gain MP. Like having Mirai and or Goto on your team. But yeah, it seems that this buff is only for Niermann, so yeah, he's also mana hungry. Knowing that the MP consumption is 400 for each. So yeah, you'll definitely deplete his mana very fast, but his A3 should at least solve that a bit. You still will need Hansemi, but yeah, with that, just having Goto as the breaker, he can recover most of his MP, assuming your Goto is already like A5, which can spam his was it second skill? No, his first skill. So he can definitely just get 30% MP back very, very fast. Okay, so yeah, after A1, then this should be your next stopping point. Then A4, for every wind ally, the defense of the wind team increases by 14%. And HP as well. Okay, so Goto scales with HP on top of my head, I think. So he'll be able to benefit from this. Yeah, okay, that's good. So yeah, this is great overall for all of your hunters, since this will increase their survivability, especially the defense. So having full team, you'll get another, how much? 42? Yeah, 42% defense. That's so huge, man. Okay, yeah, he's pretty OP. Not gonna lie. Then on A5, the Hunter's Cage effect is enhanced. So yeah, this is the Hunter's Cage, which is on A0, but they actually didn't explain what the Hunter Cage is while on A0. But on A5, this is the stats. So we're just assuming that on A0, it'll have less buff, less stats per se. Okay, and on A5, you also gain 10 instances of analysis right away. So basically, you won't need your ultimate to get the divination circle. You just have to use your 2 basic skills, and you'll already be at 20 instance, or 20 stacks. Okay, that's it. So yeah, just a summary. Lowest, how do you call that, investment you can have for Niermann is A1. Next is going to A3, and lastly is A5. Let's see on the, there should be like okay, let's go into the hunter section, because it will say here about the skill guide. But before we click this skill guide, I will try to guess what the most optimal, let's see, skill rotation for him. So based on what I understand, on what we've read on his skills, you should be using your skill 2 first, skill 1, then ultimate, then these two whenever you have the chance. No, okay. So yeah, here the recommended is ultimate, then 1 and 2. Yeah, that's also viable, I think. So ultimate first, so you gain 12 stacks. You also had that continuous damage for 7 seconds. Not sure why you would like to do this first, the airborne one, and then last is the raining. Well, for me, I think you should really start with the raining first, since this doesn't hold the enemy. So after you cast it from far away, you can follow up with your skill 1. So they'll be stacked on a position, hopefully, where there is a raining part or raining wind, raining skill 2. And then lastly, follow up with your ultimate, and then just punch your way through, or swap with your other hunters. Anyway, that's pretty much whatever you want to do. I don't think you'll mess up using Niermann. And let's see the recommended skill level up order. Of course, you'd like to prioritize your ult because of the continuous damage, then skill 2 and skill 1. Then you can even just ignore the last 4, or just put them on level 4 or 7. Okay, let's talk about lastly is his weapon. Can I see his weapon here? Nope. Yeah, I can actually see. Okay. His weapon is called the Weight of Responsibility, and it increases the user's defense by another 5%. Okay. So, yeah, just for me, I think you will need to focus on additional stats, additional defenses, since Lennart or Niermann already covers most of the percentage on his passive and on his weapon, so you shouldn't worry about that so much. So yeah, just focus on adding additional defense as the main stats for your artifacts. And lastly, when Niermann uses his basic skills, not sure about Wolf Sprankler. I think this is the QTE. It inflicts paralyze effect to the enemies within 10-meter range. Okay, I thought it doesn't have cooldown. It would have been OP. So yeah, just another semi-crowd control, which is nice. That will always be welcome. Okay, so yeah, basically you need to craft this weapon. Now, if you are low on resources, you don't actually need to craft. Given that you're already playing the time that Lennart is up, there is an event where you can claim his weapon for free. It should be here. The Lennart Niermann Growth where is it? Tournament. Okay. Here you just have to upgrade him or any hunters. But if you upgrade him specifically, then you'll get a lot more of points. So yeah, let's just put you on gold. First, not sure if I'll max him. I'm just getting him for the, what do you call that? Codex. And here you can just stop at 7. Let me just upgrade it for 7, and let's see if just upgrading him to max and upgrading his skills to 7 will get his weapon. Also, I think you can also get another weapon by drawing. So if you've drawn at least 200 times, then I guess that would be more than enough. Okay, lastly is this one. Okay, let's go to the tournament again. Alright, so yeah, just by leveling him up and putting his skills to 7, you can already get his weapon. Okay, where was it? There's a lot of chests in here. Holy, you can't see it. Is there a filter for chest? Hello? Okay, found it. So it's this one, the Weight of Responsibility. Let's claim it and put it to Niermann. Alright. Okay, so that's it for his skills, weapon, and lastly would be team composition, which would be very straightforward. Actually, I have just a few people in mind. Where do we set it up again? Here, manage presets, and here let's set it up. There's Niermann. If you have A5 Goto, then Niermann should be there, because hold on. Goto has a passive that increases the damage of the third slot hunter by I think 12%. No, increases by 24%, and their damage taken by 12. So yeah, that's a debuff that we can take, of course. Then you will have here Hansemi as your healer or mana regenerator. To add this one, it's on protective zone. She can regenerate mana of her team. And let's see if HP recovery. I know this is for his team. So yeah, I think the Wind team currently doesn't have, the HP recovery or unrecoverable debuff. So his cage might not be that very effective. Unless I'm missing something, of course. Yeah. Because as far as I know, Cha has it with her skill 2. This other Cha as well with her skill 2. Yep. I can't think of anyone else. Was it... where's that girl? This one? Does he have unrecoverable? No, it's just poison. But yeah, let me know in the comments which hunter again. Except Cha that can deal unrecoverable. Oh no, I remember. You can also do with where is she? Okay, I can't see her. Dude, where's my... Okay, she has a new outfit. Yeah, it's this one. I think she also has an unrecoverable. No, just decreased recovery rate. So yeah, that might not be it. So yeah, either we get a new support or breaker that can also support better Niermann in the future. But okay. But yeah, for this one, this will be my VIP team or premium team for Niermann. Goto will further increase her critical damage. Hansemi will provide with her mana along with Goto if your Niermann is I think where A3? I think it was A3. Yep, A3. And yep, that's it for this one. So yeah, we've covered Niermann's kit, his weapon, and team formation. Okay, and I think that's it. Thank you so much for watching, hunters, and I'll see you on the next one.